That's really funny. Are you a Jap though? Like legit? Are you a card carrying member? Let's see. All right. So I was here for this one. Oh, come on. And he had to split it up into two parts. What's up, King Vibe? He had to split it up into two parts, which was kind of funny, and I'd never seen happen. I don't know what's up with everything today, so we're just going to roll with it. I hope you guys are amazing. I am early, but I feel like most of you guys watch this later anyway. Welcome to the chat if you're here. Remember, please don't come to me with anything but respect. Otherwise, it gets messy up in here. Okay, let's go. I'm all the way up. Did you guys hear me singing that before? I was jamming out to that song. And we gonna stay up. Fat Joe. How are you guys doing? Did anyone else see this one? Oh yeah, you should always subscribe to www.redbarradio.net and my Patreon probably, if you have any self-respect. Red Bar's waiting, that's funny. So cute. King Vibes like chatty Cathy today. Yeah, he said he fixed the site and not going back to the same.
What do you expect? That's Ari Maddie. Yeah. What do you expect? Shut up. Get out of here. You gotta leave.
Josh Pittman. Josh Pittman, you're in trouble.
Okay.
Josh Pittman. Sit down.
Enough.
You're in deep shit. Josh, you're on warning, and you know why. Let's not have this happen again. I love you. We will continue. Josh, you know what you done. I love you.
Welcome to Red Bar. Hi. Another late night at the bar with Mike and Jules. Hi, Jules.
Hey.
We also have Jules in the house.
Look
What's
at-
up? What's up? Jules in the house. This is going to be a very difficult podcast to do.
Welcome back to Red Bar. It's very nice to see you in the chat here today. Yes, I got a chat. Saw somebody. The first comment I saw is Mike is looking good. I got a tan. I got a haircut. I went high-end shopping for a funeral coming up. I got this funeral coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. I had, short notice, of course, because it's a funeral, so I had to get all this high-end fashion, of course, so I had to go to the mall, which was nice, because guess who I go shopping with now? Every time I go shopping, guess who I bring? Ari Maddie. Comedian Ari Maddie from, of course. He opens for me at the mall, so I send him into a store before I go in and get some pants or shirt or something.
He opens for me in the mall.
I let the employee talk to him, and then I can kind of sneak in and get, the items I need without being severely bothered by the people who work in the mall. Yeah, I like going in the mall. You're going to run into me one day at this mall here. What is this? The Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall.
Ashley,
I'm waiting for the day where I have to
show?
run at the speed of light.
If you're looking to find us, that's probably
where we're
going
to be.
most likely chance.
As you know, they're usually like 7 to 8 hours. So I'll sometimes walk my dog, get some food,
you guys go to Buck
back,
Mason, right? You shop with
like
them
that.
online. I rarely,
if I can,
ever have the chance to buy anything from Buck Mason. Have you seen this store? It's one above Gap. Sorry, I've been hanging out with fucking Ari
I like
Maddie
how he said Gap
all
there,
weekend.
too.
Have you
It's
seen
one
this guy?
above
He's from
Gap.
Estonia. No worry. So I'm kind of picking up on his mannerisms this week. It was an exciting week, of course. We saw you last. We opened up our chat room for Joe Rogan's Burn the Boats special. So I got to stop talking like Ari. No, I'm sorry.
Wait, you
really
guys, I'm on the right one,
influential.
right?
We watched
I'm just remembering
Burn the
seeing it by
Boats, Joe
myself.
Rogan's live Netflix special. We watched it with you guys in our chat room. There was some confusion. Some people thought
We didn't watch
there
this
was going
one
to be like
together,
a
right?
live
We did
stream or
26
maybe a
last time.
recording of something. Guys, we can't break the law.
Hi, Angela.
Like that in stream, something like that. So we were just
Hi,
in
Maddie
the chat
is
room.
Like 9 hours. from
chatting with
now.
you guys. We had a blast. We had a lot of
Like,
fun.
That
Sorry,
was
Maddie, I
fun.
don't
We
know.
should do that for more events.
So many fun things. It really made
What's the
a comedy
walk the dog
special go by
example?
fast. I mean, usually Jules and I will put on a comedy special, and 6 or 7 minutes in, we're going, geez, how much? Oh, and then you see there's 45, 50 minutes left, and you can't believe it. This time, it ended so quickly. I was almost disappointed. An hour in the Red Bar chat. I mean, that goes by like that.
I didn't want it to end. I could have done 3 hours of Joe Rogan special.
Yeah, it really. So these people, an hour. No wonder this 10-hour
Whenever
Red
you
Bar
have an
flies by with
opportunity
a
to be
chat room
silly,
like this.
I recommend you
know,
be silly.
Things go very quickly. Wow, and that was my first time, of course, in the Red Bar chat in years.
Midsummer shirt?
Yeah, I see a little bit of it here
What do
on
you
the
think
show.
of my
but
guys? Aren't they nice?
you have raised some really nice chatter.
Jules has
I
raised
love
some
these
really
chatters
nice
like they're my own
chatter.
brother.
They're
let me
really
tell
good.
ya.
I couldn't believe how nice,
hold it
because
down.
I see other people's chat rooms. Every
Hi,
time I turn on
Kujin.
Melton, Patrick
Nice
Melton
sack.
live in the shower, it immediately throws me in his chat room. Hopefully nobody's looking at that chat list
They
in
are.
that 1 second that I've entered and then closed it immediately. There really needs to be a setting where don't throw me live into enemy chats when I'm in the shower. Because then they're going to start thinking about me.
Then everybody starts super chatting about Mike, and then Melton's fans.
Well,
start
they don't
doing
even
that.
have to. I'll
And
be
then
in the
they're
shower.
fighting in
Listen.
the chat about you while Melton's simply trying to talk about steel toe.
King
Yeah,
Vibe,
well,
do you want
I'm
to take
always,
this
I
into an
turn
alley
Mountain
anywhere,
almost every day
anytime?
when I'm in the shower to get my
you
steel
talking
toe.
Aloha,
updates.
digital
Yeah, that's
litter.
the best place to go. He's really got it covered, sort of. And then I'll be in the shower, and then I'll hear like 1,000 super chats about me and discussions of me, and then Patrick will start talking
What did
about
I tell
it.
you
It's
last
a-
time, King Vibe?
It's not a
You're
good
like
way
this.
to wake up, to start the day. No, it's not a
So,
good way. I
I'm-
would suggest,
same.
if you're
like,
another show or
King
you're
Vibe
chatting,
can be here.
don't bring up Red Bar, not in the
Everyone
morning.
else
Don't
can
bring
come
up Red
here.
Bar. Nobody likes onions, not while I'm showering. Thank you. But we had a great time with you guys in the chat. And then after that, we decided to
You
watch
can see Bean.
Vitali's Predator stream. Have you seen this?
Bean
On
chills.
Kick, which is a great I love this platform, Kick. It's owned by Stake, the gambling company,
disgusting.
and Vitali, the guy who jumped out of the bush and beat the living crap out of a female jogger. Remember this?
Okay,
Vitali
so
was
you guys,
in Miami Beach. I
anytime
was there that
moderators,
weekend.
anytime somebody writes
And
something
I don't know what
disgusting, like that
Vitali
guy
was
just
on. He's
wrote
that
about
big
having
guy. He
sex
used to
with
do those
an animal,
YouTube-
like bestiality
You've
is
seen
gross.
him on YouTube. They're shot
That is 100%
with a video
time
camera,
them
but
out,
from a,
block
a
'em, do
very
whatever you
long
want.
lens, very
The only people
far
I don't
away,
want
and
you
he'll
to
be at
block
the
or
beach,
time out are the ones
with
I
a
would like to
wireless
speak to their
lapel mic,
faces.
interviewing
That guy
black
is
chicks about the
disgusting.
color of their
Your dog
skin.
looks nice. I'm thinking about him
Remember
in a
those
sexual
videos,
way.
those prank videos by Vitali?
That's
Love them.
Well, they caught
fucking
Vitali a
gnarly.
few years ago.
So,
We covered it on the
yeah.
show. He
Any
jumped
mods
out of a
here, by the
bush
way?
in Miami Beach
Angela,
in some
Josh,
neighborhood.
Josh, you relax.
And he just
Angela, if you see that,
annihilated
thank
some
you.
woman who was jogging by. How did he get out of that? How did he possibly? Oh, he probably just paid the woman. He probably went to the woman. I'm very sorry, I was on drugs, and gave her some money. Maybe that's how he got out of it. Wow, money really can get you out of a lot of things, right, Rogan? So we ended up watching. He's got this new show on Kick. It's like To Catch a Predator.
Thank you for your
but it's
feedback,
with like
Digital Litter.
17 black
Do
guys
you
and
want to
42
tell me a little bit
young
more about your
Zoomers
opinion?
with froze. And they rent a house, they rent an Airbnb, and then they throughout the month or the week, they've had some actors online enticing people like Anthony Cumia, predators. The same way they would do on To Catch a Predator,
Hi,
and they would
Teresa, Lena,
exchange nudes,
Ashley,
or get the guy
Princess
to
the
say that he
dog.
wants to have sex with them, stuff like that. And then the predators come to the house. They have a hidden camera.
Yeah, Angela.
And
If I'm not paying
and
attention,
then
please,
they all come out
I'll
and
obviously
they
always
torture
anything
the
with-
predator for a good
Stuff like
4 or
that.
5 hours.
I do not.
It's like
I will never
nothing
be in
you've
the
ever
mood
seen.
to face that.
Usually
person.
they'll have celebrity guests from the rap world, like they'll have YG, or my favorite, Ty Dolla $ign. Ty sounds good on this new Vultures too. And they'll have stuff. Little Pump will be there, and he'll be
All right, let's do this. Okay, so the people that are usually here, because I've never seen Digital Litter before, is there an echo? Because there has been echoes before. Is it Mike echoing or me echoing? If there is an echo, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Asking for a friend. King Vibe, are you talking about the audio? Because I thought we fixed it, and I kept it, and I haven't touched it. So, if anybody that's usually here can give me the feedback on that. Like Angela, am I echoing or is Mike echoing? Thank you. No echo. Okay, thanks. That has happened before.
Or my favorite, Ty Dolla $ign.
Thank you, Digital Litter.
Ty sounds good on this new Vultures too. And they'll have stuff. Little Pump will be there, and he'll be spitting in the Predator's mouth. You know, YG will get he'll forget why he's there. He'll start kissing the Predator's neck. Young Thug will come over and start giving the Predator a bath.
You just chill, Josh.
And this is all
Just chill,
supposedly
relax.
punishment for being a predator. And they do it. They get away with it because they go, "We'll call." It's either
Did
we'll
my
call the police,
nose do blow
or you'll
and not
let us
tell me? Like, when
do
it-
your hair.
Debbie.
And then they'll start shaving his hair. They'll start pouring stuff on him. Very similar
You guys,
to how I
what is
treated
this? Do you
people
see this
at
Debbie person
past
now?
Red Bar events. If you've ever been to a Red Bar event
Who the fuck
during the
is,
after
like,
party,
making
usually
up
the biggest
new
nerd
channels to talk about
gets
bestiality?
covered in flour, tied to a chair, covered in Vaseline, and then flour, and then pushed into a pool.
Vitali treats pedos kind of how you treat
that?
Renee D'Ambrosio.
I mean, really, I've done.
Report them
so
too,
I
if
understand.
you
You
can.
got to see this Vitali kick stream. I'm not doing a good job explaining it.
I
If
think
you-
most people
Dude just made
have
a
heard of it.
joke
if you
about
want a
fucking
better
my
idea
dog,
of how it happens,
and then
tune into
I deleted
Hila
him or
Klein.
whatever,
No
and
joke.
he created
This is
a
one of
new
her
account to
favorite
make another
shows.
joke
She
about
never misses
fucking my dog.
a Vitali
People
Predator
are
stream.
disgusting,
Hila
guys.
Klein.
What the fuck?
Mama, which is very bizarre because these shows that Vitali doesn't kick, they're almost, they're snuff level films. They're almost illegal to watch. So the fact that Hila's watching this while driving, while chatting in the H3 chat with 3 kids strapped to the back of her, it is a Porsche. Yes, Porsche. It's very strange that she's watching those shows. Well, so we watched an episode live right after the Joe Rogan special with the chat. It was very interesting because people like Robin Tran were in the chat. Some people who don't know the world of Vitali or what this was. We started sharing the link in the chat. Hey, we're all watching this now. And I could only imagine that people, Robin Tran, well, they tune this in. They see a man tied to a chair. They're
Just
shaving
relax,
his head.
Josh.
They're
You
spitting
just
on
chill.
him. And the man is a pedophile.
That's what we need
They
Josh
treat them so
Pittman
bad
to
you
do.
start
Is chill.
siding with the pedos a
You-
little
you
bit.
really
I don't
do,
know.
and it's such a
kind of
bizarre-
gross. It's obviously the same person. It's gross.
stream to watch. Like I said, it feels almost illegal to watch. So I think a lot of people were going, "Oh, this Red Bar is a little fucking weird. This is some dark, very underground stuff that's going on here at Red Bar. This is some Red Room, really lolly level stuff going on here.
Red
what
room,
they don't know."
really lolly level stuff.
The stuff that you
going
thought we were watching that was underground, that was like illegal, that was a snuff film, that in fact was a stream for children. Yeah. This is what children watch now. This is Kick. This is like Aiden Ross, 15-year-old kids, 14-year-old kids. There's 8-year-old kids watching it. And in fact, Hila Klein herself, I told everyone in the chat, if you feel bad about watching what we're watching here, because it's pretty dark. I mean, it's one of the darker things that's on the internet today. If you feel bad, just to remember, Hila Klein's watching every episode
So
with
it's
her
fine.
family. This is a children's family show. So it was funny. It was nice, and it was really fun to watch with the viewers of Red Bar. I can't believe how well. I got to give you guys a round of applause because Jules always tells me, she goes, our chat is really one of the best chats. I'll go into Hassan Anabi's chat,
I've never seen a chat as nice as ours. Knock on wood.
And, I saw them during the pre-show doing some of these Twitch GIFs. That's where I got to draw the line.
Hi, Ryan.
I don't think we should be doing
Ryan,
Twitch GIFs
how
in
do I
our
talk to
chat.
her?
I gotta
Hi,
say,
Ryan.
whenever I see guys doing the little emojis,
got my
I'm like,
telepathic
this
message.
is not a big emoji place, but they only do it during
the
pre-show.
pre-show. Isn't that
and then
nice?
As soon as the show starts,
So
they
I don't-
immediately mature. Isn't
I
that
don't
so
know what's
cool?
happened. I don't know if it's us, and you just have such tremendous respect for
It's
us
crazy.
while watching. But this chat, I got to hand it to you, one of the best behaved chats online. It was a pleasure to be with you. I didn't feel like a chinerd. I didn't feel like a shadork. I felt cool. I felt old in a good way. Very old, like when you're a kid and you want to be old. That's how I felt. I felt superior to everyone. No, I loved the chat, and I loved it. And I saw some people like, oh, yeah, I bet Mike's, not going
Hi, Chris Mack.
laughing at all. That's
Chris
not
Mack
the
is
case.
in
I
the
was
house.
there, and I
Oh
was
my God.
under a different username, of course. Some people thought that was a different Mike. I lost my Twitch login.
Password.
I
Wait,
lost
put what
my
on the
login.
door?
I went to
Put what on the
sign
door
up
to
because
see
I
if
never
my
use
dog
the
is
chat.
responsive.
Jules is always on it.
President of
And
the
then I go,
Future
how do I
Milks
log into
Club?
Twitch? And I said, they go, we've sent a code
Chris Mack, what are you
to your
talking
phone number
about?
ending in, and it was, I've never had this phone number. I couldn't remember this phone number for the life of me. It must have been a phone from 8 years ago.
What's up, numero
So,
uno, Josh?
Yeah, I'm in
Cunningham?
a big thing with Twitch help, and I'm trying to get the password, so I had to come up with a new username. And I think a lot of people just thought I was a fake
I don't know what you're talking about,
Mike
digital
Redbar
litter.
in the chat. They weren't listening to me. They certainly weren't ha-haing me very much.
With
So-
all
but it
due
was an enjoyable
respect.
time. I think we're going to
They
have to
weren't
do that.
ha-haing you because they're equally as funny as you.
They were funnier. Funnier. They were very funny. And Joe's special was great. We'll show you some of our favorite moments. Although, I'm so proud. One of our viewers, in fact, runs a YouTube channel called The Elephant Graveyard. I think we've seen them.
Oh yeah, he's here all the time.
I don't know, maybe it was a week after Joe's special, I open up YouTube in the morning, and I open up my sub box, and I see Elephant Graveyard. It had, maybe 700 views, and it was this video about Joe Rogan's special. It's like an hour long, right? Something like that. And I started watching. I go, wow, this is so good. This is so good. I hope this gets some views this time. Cut to today. It's over 500,000 views. So
I think 600,000
600,000. And he never gets that many views. This guy's getting like 3.4K. 11K. 128K. Isn't that scary that I know all your Ks? Imagine if there was a host who knew about all your numbers.
No, he has some popular
No, he's
videos.
great.
He
Yeah,
gets, like,
of course, but not
150K.
like
You guys
this.
had any idea
And I
how
was
many
so glad because when I was
plugs
watching, I go, this has
dealing with?
everything. His video is so thorough. It's got everything about Joe Rogan's special that you need
Ryan,
to know.
Teresa, let's ignore
So
that.
I highly recommend that everybody watches
Let's
this.
ignore
This is
that.
on the Elephant Graveyard. Do yourself a favor, watch that video because it's really got
We
it all.
almost have
There's-
nothing
we
more
almost
to say.
don't have to do anything for Joe. We'll show you a couple things.
But he nailed it. Like, so funny. And he's so funny. Like, he's
He was
not
great.
like some too lazy. I mean, love you, too
Whoa!
lazy. I love you, too lazy. But he's not just like sitting there saying what happened. He's got jokes. He's very funny.
He was very good. The Elephant Graveyard. Check out his Joe Rogan video, which I'm so happy is picking up because a lot of people didn't like Joe's special. There was a lot of people who didn't like his special. There were a lot of people who pretended they loved it, such as Mark Norman. Of course, Andrew Schultz.
haven't
We'll show
seen
you
1
some of
minute
the
of it,
reactions
and I
from the
don't think I
comedians versus the reactions of the
if
people
I can help it.
who despised Joe Rogan, of course, just like we did. And we've got some Joe Rogan news coming up today about his endeavors with Onnit and some information about the pharmaceutical company that bought Onnit. Wait till you hear this stuff. This is great. All your favorite
That all
guys are
gets
here today.
interesting.
Tony, Jelly Roll. Yeah, everybody's here.
I don't know
Everybody
about the
wants to come up. Get
video.
everybody.
What is
Let's
the
do that
video
first
about?
drink. I'm excited. We're gonna stay up late with me today. This is a late night.
I know we were a little
What time
late.
did we end our last show? What
At
time?
like 5 a.m.
5 a.m. Our time. 5 a.m.
So like,
So I don't know if we're
9
going to do
a.m.
that. I think we're shooting for 8 hours today.
We got a big
8.
funeral coming up, so
Huge funeral. I'll tell you all about the shopping. I'll tell you about my interactions with Ethan Klein this week. Very exciting stuff. Let's do that first drink. I'm excited to just be here with you guys today and hang out with you guys. You guys have just been really, really cool. That's
This
not a
ain't
joke.
cheddar. This quiche.
It's time for that first drink. Welcome to Red Bar. Vultures too.
I really do love all the different kinds of music that it is.
Set up.
That one doesn't fit
I'm spitting that venom. That baby not real, it's not in him.
New music from Kanye West. Somehow, number 2 on the Billboard chart. We
What do you
have
mean?
no
King
idea
Vibe?
how.
Everyone has something.
Thank God for the Poems Department who blocked Kanye West, making him miss his first number 1 ever, right? This is
Yeah.
the first time Kanye could not get a number 1 the first
said,
week on Billboard
everyone has
because
said
of Taylor
something about what?
Swift.
Like something bad?
I'ma break some.
Welcome to Red Bar!
Trying to extrapolate
Break some.
what you're saying. I give up.
I like to start with 3 at the beginning of the show. If I were you, I would start with 1, see how you feel. Unless you've taken one of my DHM pills, which would help. Don't get too sloppy, though. We don't want you sloppy. We don't want you feeling sick. You must go to work tomorrow. Okay? Here.
Always hollering about you rich, we rich.
One more.
Say no regular cheddar, this quiche. You ain't outside, I wish it was different. You ain't outside.
That was it was different. We don't need Ty a dollar sign anymore.
Dragging my nuts, got my dick out of dirt, put it right in her butt, got her twerking and turk. If that my little bitch, she gon' listen to dirt in the trenches with her, been uncomfortable. I was crushing on you, now I'm fucking on you, steady busting on you, now you love me. Haters gon' say you just want my little paper, but who ain't want a nigga with some money?
Welcome to Red Bar.
Now I make her run.
One more.
Foreign imported from Saudi Arabia, like how you ride that dick like a gangster.
Okay, Kanye, bring it back.
My name just should've been
Okay, Kanye, bring it back.
Got a bitch high shit out of her mind.
This album is really bad. We got to show that music video today to show how bad the audio quality of their brand new music video.
Yeah, I don't think Kanye's doing music
The
through,
Kanye stands are like, I don't know, this album
like, I
kind of
think he's just
sounds
doing it through his
bad. I
YouTube
think it's just the
channel now. I don't know.
mixing.
You guys would know more than
It's
me.
Kanye that's the problem.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, King Vibe, that's what I thought
right.
you were saying. Like,
I
that's
am
what I thought you
wasted
meant.
right now. This is high proof. Our last drink. Does it turn into a song?
yeah.
Only drink with music. Music is what makes everything okay. We'll wait. Take a moment to pray for the show tonight. Pray for a hit show.
We the vultures.
Read
Girl, all
about
she ever do is
There we
take
go.
selfies.
Cheers.
So she only fucking with a nigga cause I'm wealthy. Back when I was broke, I couldn't
Here
find no one
we
to help
go!
me. Now they know the
I
fucking
guess
thing
these are
that can tell
Kanye.
me.
I
Gang got the
think
rhythm,
so.
make the ladies go crazy. Dollar got a stroke, make her wanna have my babies. Busy got a baddie on the couch with him right now.
That doesn't
One,
sound like
two,
Kanye, though,
three,
right?
four.
On side.
Hey, thank you, Ty Dollar Sign, for that.
Ty Dollar
beautiful-
Sign.
Beautiful
There we
song.
go.
Welcome to Red Bar, everybody. We got those drinks in us now. We'll probably put the TV up here in a second because I got lots to show you.
Oliver Rabies.
I did walk out of
do
a
not
Buck
disagree.
Mason. We really need to talk about this. I need some help. I need some ideas because everything I'm trying isn't working, and it's been years in the making of me trying to get out of talking to the very rude salespeople at the mall. And, I was trying to Google it. How do you get out of talking to annoying mall salespeople? And sure, there were some results, but it was kiosk. And I got to say, this kiosk stuff, that's old news. Remember when kiosk boys used to bother you? Bro. Bro. You need a cell phone case? Bro. That wasn't even annoying because you're walking. You could walk right past them and go, no, thank you. I don't know what Verizon is. Thank you. You could walk past them. The kiosk boys don't really exist anymore. You know, those have been replaced by very kind women, you know, selling jewelry and stuff. There's not as many kiosk people as there used to be. But the real problem, and I hope you're experiencing this. I hope somebody is able to relate to this. You go into a store
in the middle of a mall,
and immediately they run towards you. Immediately they start talking to you. It doesn't matter if you turn away and don't make eye contact with them and mumble and go right to what you're looking for. It does not matter. They must have a full conversation with you. And when you're going to a mall that's got 280 stores, each of them I must go into, I don't have time for a new interview each time. Where are you from? What are you guys doing today? Got anything planned for it? Just this. And it really just, you know, I tell this to Jules and I tell this to you guys and you think I'm joking. Well, maybe I have some sort of mental problem because I'm not joking. I'm actually going through a very serious problem with this. I can't.
I know exactly what he's talking about.
They're talking to us. It's slightly annoying. No. To me, it's everything. I mean, it could take my happy, nice, healthy mood and really turn it into a thing where it's like, I can't wait to get home so I could open up my email and start writing the stores, which I did have to do to Buck. Oh, yes, I wrote Buck Mason as soon as I came home. It was probably
Buck Mason.
I got more pleasure out of writing to Buck Mason to tattle on the employees, which they're not going to even understand. I got more pleasure out of that I have with you my entire life sexually.
My entire life sexually.
You got to laugh a little louder at that part, or they're going to think
Ashley
there's some sort of steel toe problem happening here in town. I go into the Buck Mason, and this is a store where I have avoided the last 3 times because the Buck Mason, you know, and they're so nice, right?
It was like
they're so nice. I had a black
friend
man
of my
with
mom
dreads a
was
few
starting
months
art
ago.
foundation, so it's like me and this other guy and a kiosk in the middle of the mall.
And he kind of scared me away from
would,
Buck Mason for the last 3 times. This time I said it, Jules, I got this funeral coming up.
It was like
I got this big event.
So you
I
could, like,
need stuff. I got 2 weeks to get all these pants, all these shirts. I got to have everything new. So we're going to go into Buck Mason. And the second I go in there, some blonde woman, I want to dox
the guy
this
that I
woman.
worked with, too,
okay?
was like so weird.
Buck Mason
like
at
the like for 8 hours.
What is this called? The Scottsdale Fashion Square
like my
Mall.
mom's
Listen up, bitch. Go into the store. She's got blonde hair. Don't do anything bad to her, but tell her that there's this guy and you really chased him out of the store, which is something that I said to her after she asked me several hundred questions. I walk in. I immediately go to a rack that I had my eye on, you know, that I eyed from outside of the store. And she goes, "Hey, God." And I'm like, and Jules knows that I'm on edge here.
I immediately start answering as fast as I can
it's not
so that Mike doesn't
weird,
say, I go,
King vibe. It was just a summer job.
So she starts,
when I was 17 or whatever.
So she starts saying to me, listen what she says to me, this bitch.
I
She really turned this thing up. She took this major problem and made it a very serious problem for me. She says to me, while I'm going like this and I'm mad, I'm going like this. He's over there and I'm looking through the rack. She goes, "So, what's your favorite item of clothes?" What's your favorite item of clothes? She starts asking me.
Well, first she said, have you been in here before? You said, yep. And she said, you ever bought anything? And you were like, yep. And then she said, "Oh, what's your favorite item of
that's
clothes
what she was
from
saying.
Buck Mason?"
Oh, I thought she was, because I was in my mind going, "Well, she's gonna, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I gotta come up with something."
What's my favorite item of clothes?
I
from
thought
Buck
she was
Mason?
just saying to me, "So, what's your favorite item of clothes?" And I said,
I mean, not
"What did I
far.
say to her?" I go, "I don't know.
T-shirt,
pants, shirt." And then she kept talking to me, and I said, and I was really laying it down heavy, showing that I was not interested in talking. And she kept talking, and this is the first time I
Laying it
said
down
this is
heavy,
as far as
showing her I
I've
really
gone with
wasn't
this. I think I go,
interested in
"You're gonna chase me out of here," and she goes, "No, we wouldn't want to chase you out of here, you know." And she kept talking, And I said, Jules, let's go. We ran out, got out of Buck Mason, went home, emailed the manager.
Wait, but you're forgetting one part.
Should I read the email?
You said, you're going to chase me out of here. And she went, oh, don't worry. We're not here to be salespeople. We're just here to chat. That's what she said.
We're just here to chat. Yeah, it was.
Which is worse.
And like I said,
I
this
didn't
might
come
sound like
here
a
to
minor
chat
annoyance
with
to somebody.
you,
I have
ma'am.
a physical problem with
You
this.
should be here to sell. That's what you're
can't
doing.
shop in front of them. I can't pick out clothes with them staring at me. You know, and they're doing this thing. They'll follow you around. If you go to the mall on a Wednesday, good luck. You're better off going when it's so crowded that you're going to get COVID, like an airport, because if it's not crowded, they have nothing to do. And they'll constantly
Have you guys ever had someone come up
just
to you at a
shadow
store and like
around
start
the
talking
store?
to you?
I
and
had a
just
guy
assume they
in,
worked at that
in
store.
Neiman Marcus. I was looking for a sport coat. And I was fine. I was doing it
But
myself.
they did not.
I picked it up. I see a 42 regular. I'm looking for a 42 regular. And he comes over to me and he goes, oh, yeah. And he's doing his whole salesman thing. Yeah, I just need a 42 regular. I'm just going to try this on. I'm good, though. Thank you. And he wouldn't, I mean, he really followed me around the whole, this guy wouldn't, I don't want to
go, what do you need it for? Why?
I mean,
Why?
really, it's like
Why?
to the point where, let's see. Oh, Buck Mason will be in touch. Let's see here. I'll read this thing. Oh, they wrote back.
Oh, shit.
They wrote back. I haven't read this. I'll write what I wrote. Oh my God, it's long. Look at these paragraphs. See this?
Oh my God.
I've never even heard of a Buck Mason.
Problem. Okay, to Buck Mason. Problem with salespeople in your Scottsdale store. Hi guys, this was my 5th time, and I'm always making up numbers like that. I don't know how many times. Could be 100 times.
I do
could
the
be
same
1.
exact thing.
Hi guys, this was my 5th time visiting your store in Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall in Arizona, and probably my last. Every time I visit the store, I'm immediately bombarded by your salespeople who won't stop talking to me. I've tried every possible polite way to hint to them that I'd like to shop alone, but nothing seems to work. I was just at your store 2 days ago and had to walk out after multiple attempts at trying to get them to leave me alone. They wouldn't stop, even after I said, you guys are going to chase me out of the store. They laughed and continued to talk to me. So I grabbed my wife and got the hell out of there. When I'm out shopping, especially at the mall, where I'm... Oh, yes. And I can't wait to see the response. It seemed cheerful. When I'm out shopping, especially at the mall, where I'm visiting 20-plus stores, I don't need to have conversations with employees all day. If I need help, I'll ask. What you're not understanding is that I've had the same fake conversations all day, answering the same fake questions at every store. I understand this works on the weak, pressuring them into buying something, but it really needs to stop. You've lost at least 4 big sales from me this year because of it. Many people don't even want to go to malls. This is my reach. Many
Did you
people.
write this at like 2 a.m.
I can tell you this was written at Friday at 11 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Listen to this, man. Many people don't even want to go to malls anymore because it's just too annoying. I don't know if that's true. I've never heard anyone but me complain about this. Is there a secret code word I could try next time? I'm even considering faking being deaf if that's what it's going to take. Please speak with your employees. No one wants to talk to them.
That's not a bad idea. Pretend to be deaf.
Thank you.
Wow.
That was a nice email.
That's good. I mean,
Damn, I'm a
that's
better
the
writer
word.
than I
Buck
thought.
Mason is the
No
worst
idea.
offender out of all of them, so they deserve this.
They really do. And let's see. Drum roll. I'm really excited.
So we got home from the mall at like 2 a.m. after we had a beautiful dinner and we had to drive back to Tucson. Then you woke up bright and early at 11, which is early for you, and the first thing you did was write that email.
I'm furious about this message back to me.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Mike, thanks for reaching out to us. Have a return or exchange. You can take care of it yourself by visiting orders. Shut the fuck up! For all other questions
Totally shut the
concerned,
fuck
please
up.
provide us with a brief explanation, including relevant order numbers. In the meantime, have you checked out our fax? Are you... All right. Please. I need some help. If anyone has any ideas, $50
I've
for
got
ideas.
an
Okay,
episode.
I came up with a new idea to try, and this is
I gotta
serious.
calm down here.
So you always
hear
say,
it.
I'm just looking,
like-
which I think doesn't work because then
I don't
they're
know
like,
if it's
oh,
like
if they're
a
just looking, I
commission
can
or
help
what's
them
happening, but it's
find,
like,
I'll help
stop.
them find something.
Yeah.
but maybe you should go.
with like those
We're
people
looking
that
for
are waiting
something
for you on the
super
way out of the
specific. We
grocery
know what
store
we're looking for.
to sign the petition
Don't worry, we'll
for
let
the
you know.
dying
worry.
dolphins.
And they go, what are you looking for?
It's
And
like, don't
go,
you care
"It's
about
too
dying
complicated
dolphins?"
It's
I'm
too
like,
complicated to even explain. No,
Doesn't whoever
well, try me.
employed you care
Try
about
me.
the fact
Yeah,
that you're
I'll
hitting
try.
me on my way
I'll try.
out of the market? I have
I can't
10 to
take it. I
15
gotta come up with a
pounds on each
T-shirt,
one
a
of my
nice big
arms.
T-shirt that I can point to. This is
Yeah, I
leave
care about
me
dolphins,
alone.
obviously.
I really don't know what
But
to
I also
do.
know
I mean, I
that
guess
this is
I'll
a
do
racket.
the fake deaf thing.
So get out of my face
haven't
and
asked
stop
Jules.
making
We're
me
in
feel bad
sunglass hut.
because it's
Oh
rude.
yeah, right in front of the sunglass hut
You know
girl.
what I'm saying?
She was doing this to you, and
Yep.
then you turned away from her and went, Jules, what's some sign language I can do to
Yes.
show this bitch I'm deaf?
Yeah, well, I was going, Jules, do you
some
know?
sign language
And I
I
don't know
can
why
do
I'm
to show this
asking
bitch
you. What
I'm
do you
deaf?
know about this? I go, Jules, do you know any sign language, legit sign language, that says, sorry, I am deaf?
Yeah, one thing I am good about
she's like, "No, I
is
don't
like
know that." I go,
energetically.
"Well,
I'll
I
just
gotta
be
think
like,
of something,
No,
'cause
no,
if
no,
I
no,
start
so I'm
doing
not
this, they'll
doing the
think it's a
small
joke.
talk thing.
So I got to come up with,
But I
if
usually
anyone
don't
can
need
teach me
people,
this,
you know.
sorry, I'm deaf. And then I go, like,
One benefit, I guess, of
and I think that could work.
Maybe
Nobody wants to
people
talk
People
to a
should
deaf
email
person.
you with ideas of what you can
Yes,
do,
email
and
me
then
with
next show
I
we'll
don't know
give
the
away a prize to the
question.
best idea.
Digital
How about
litter.
that?
What is it?
It really is. And you know, maybe I have again some sort of maybe I need to go to therapy to talk about this. Why don't I?
Hi,
like,
young
no,
Goomba,
you know
back
what?
at
I
it.
don't know how everybody else could take it. It really, I
Imagine
get
being a
like
blade of grass.
chills.
Have
I
you
get,
ever
like,
read Walt
anger
Whitman's poem?
chills throughout my body, and I can't focus anymore. I start, you know, really, it's like my worst.
They're saying that
It's
you
the worst
have
of me.
to become CEO of Buck Mason, buy the company, and change
And shut
from
it
the
down.
top
Okay,
down.
yeah, shut it down. By the way, there's nothing at Buck Mason I'd ever
He
fucking
goes,
buy.
yeah, okay. I become
Place
CEO and
sucks.
shut it down.
It's
Okay.
preppy.
You could tell he
Okay.
like thought about it for a second.
We've got
He's
an
like,
excellent show
okay.
for you guys today.
got other
All
things
your
to do.
favorites are here. We should get started. We should get this TV up. We should get it up.
Time for a
Thank
rise.
you. Coming out, these are Scars Club members only in here today, and that's how it is. If you want to watch our live shows, you got to be Scars. If you want to message me on Instagram or Facebook, you should be Scars. I'm always cross-referencing your name. Anytime I run into somebody, is this guy Scars? Otherwise, you know, why would you have a conversation with somebody unless they're part of your payment process? So thank you so much for being Scars. You get access to our
Panda.
entire archive, which is years and years and years old. I don't think anybody could get through our archive if they tried. And unlike
What?
Ethan Klein's archive or Gas Digital's archive, where it's just a bunch of crap,
I do
I
like
even
when
went back
sales
to a show from
associate says, "Can I
2017.
take those
It was
50 things
better than
you
the
are
show
now
you're
tripping
hearing
on
now." So
and start over for you?"
they're very good shows, and they could
Right?
entertain you, especially
But
when
usually
I'm
you're not
sick
allowed to
for
take
many
50
months.
things
All
in,
those are
right? They're
great
like,
to
we'll
listen
put
to.
them
Thank
in
you.
5 at a
Join
time. But
that
it's like, yeah,
Scars
why
Club
didn't you
today
notice when
at
I had the first 5?
redbarradio.net/scars. Let's get the TV up. I got a new Rise song for you this week. We're changing themes.
I thought we were sticking
last
with the old
theme
song.
of our Rise, where the TV comes up. You've seen this theme. Our last one, we were doing movie soundtracks, right? Movie soundtracks from movies that we just saw. We have scrapped that idea today.
Sucked.
Today,
That was
okay,
lame.
that sucked. We hated it.
Excuse-moi.
Today's new idea is music from our enemies. Well, you'll have to see. Coming up.
I'll play it.
Enemies something. Okay, and we're going to play it. I've got the button right here, which I should install in a slicker way. Are we ready?
3,
And
2.
Not Jules, no countdowns from girls. Anna, no, go ahead. You could do the countdown this time.
Let's do it at the same time. And a
And
1.
and
a
a 2, and
and
a 3. That's perfect. Up!
This little piggy got roast beef. This little piggy got none. This little piggy likes his car seat. And this little piggy likes to run. This little piggy likes movies. And this one likes playing in the sun. This little piggy got roast beef. And this little piggy got none. They all say,
You
Wait,
might
this is
be.
the best part. This is the best
wee,
part.
wee, 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 all the way home. The piggy
yeah.
say, wee, 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 all the way home. The piggy say, wee.
Anybody know who this is? This is a $50 question. And the
What a
first
great
person
song.
in the
You were
chat
right
that
about
knows the significance
Babies.
of this song, better yet, who wrote and performed this song. $50. We'll give it 2 seconds.
He's from Cali and he's walking around humming the song.
Hey, hey.
This little piggy's from London,
Oh.
and this one is from Hong Kong. This little piggy's from Philly, and together they're walking along, singing wee wee wee.
Does anyone know? Anyone
Great
know what
song,
this is
actually.
from
I
yet?
like the beat.
Wee wee. Wee
Lizard
wee.
Scars, where
Wee
have
wee
you
all the way
been?
home. We should tell them
Nice to
that.
see you. Hi.
Hold on.
Yeah, I forgot there's a 30-second delay. Here. Take a few puffs.
Doesn't a piggy say something else though? Oink oink oink.
Not even close. They're saying Nikki Glazer, Michaela,
Wow.
Dasha, Chris
AZ is in the
Dasha.
house.
Wouldn't this be awesome if Dasha made this song?
Tate, Taylor Swift, Brad.
There are people out there that think this could be Taylor Swift.
Bounce, 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 little piggy sway.
Okay, I'm going to give it away.
I think
I'm
you
gonna
can
give it
away.
away.
They don't know. They have no idea.
This is legit. No joke. It's not old. This is new music from Brian Callen's wife. Yes. Not his ex-wife. His newest wife, who is private on IG. I'd love to see pictures of her. I'd love to see some beach voyeur of her, but I can't find any because she won't accept my request. This is Brian Callen's comedian. Brian Callen,
guess she won't
who
accept
was
my
accused of
requests.
rape in the New York Times. I mean, that's big.
He took his dick out in the car. Some people might say he went wee, 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 wee.
Wow.
Nice one, Jules.
Oh, really, dude? Brian Callen took his
That's a
dick
good
out
one.
in the car. I like to remind people of everybody's sexual predations. What did he do? What
I
was
can't
the main
remember. Wasn't
thing?
there a
Every time we
car
mention Callen or Cumia, we should say, well, what did they do?
Well, there was the Tigerman, you're my girlfriend now, rape. And
Well,
then there
alleged
was-
rape. You can't call it rape
alleged
because he
rape.
will sue. He's dying to sue me.
Then I feel like there was some car stuff. There's other more minor but still sick
Yeah.
stories. We went over it
Brian
recently.
Callen's wife has a Spotify channel. What is it called?
Kid Dynamite. which I
Kid
feel like that
Dynamite.
name's taken.
She's making children's music for additional income. Yes, that's what she's doing. She's making children's
Do you
music.
guys remember
now. Do we
Brian
allow her
Callen's shoes that were
She only
made
You know,
out of
people might think. Do
elephants?
people think this mixer is just a cheap Yamaha here? You know, over here, cut to the TV show.
like
Do people think this mixer is a
$200.
cheap?
I think it was
I bet a lot of people
elephants.
think this is my main mixer.
was
It's
made
just
out of
got a
an
small little
animal.
Mixer here. Okay.
And I was
yeah,
like,
sure.
you're
Yeah.
so
Fine.
disgusting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. $60. You ever could guess
Yeah, I
what kind
think
of
it was
mixer?
elephants.
Not even a mixer.
You guys remember this? It was shoes.
So she's
made out of
making
an
music for
animal.
extra
He
money.
was like,
Okay.
But it's fine
She does have
because
one other song.
the
Can we
animals
hear
are
it?
shot on
This is
this
Brian Callen's
Yeah.
wife. She's a beautiful woman. How many kids does she have?
shooting range or
just
something.
maybe
Like,
just
this
Oh, good.
protected
So Brian
place.
Callen's
Like,
family is growing. You
doesn't
know,
that
this
make
is
it worse?
he's the closest thing we have to the Los Angeles steel toe. Brian Callen. Let's hear the second song.
It's called Blast Off, which Callen also did.
Blast Off. Yep, okay. Brian Callen's wife. She's making kids music.
Hello, my friend, come listen in. We'll pick up where we left
You
off.
guys know this is,
1
like,
and 2,
my
and
genre
my
of
shoe,
music.
and 3, 2, 1, blast off.
I played the
We'll
bass
find
on this.
some time for
Oh,
nurses
by
Big
the
ups
way,
to
we
Miss-
tracked
Miss
all this for
Rachel.
her here at the studio.
If anyone has kids,
and
they should
2,
know who
and
Miss
buckle
Rachel
my
is.
shoe, and 3, 2, 1, blast off. Sing ABCs.
It's really not a bad idea. I feel like Miss Rachel has a monopoly on kids shows and stuff.
This is
Like every
crap.
mom
So
I
she
know
only has two
Miss
songs?
Rachel
I
on
definitely
for their
prefer
kids,
the
so.
first Piggies is much
Yeah,
more lit.
okay. Well, we should report her to her boss for this.
This
All right, let's
one
get into
is-
some.
This is,
We
heard
this
this
is genuinely better than Vultures 2.
Is this a different one?
No, sorry.
All right, it's time. This little piggy had, and it's like, no, you know what? Like putting very cheap trap beats to the Three
Kids
Little Pigs
music.
song is not what kids are into. They don't even know the original pig song anymore, lady. Get
And
a
I feel like
fucking
pigs
life,
say
bitch.
oink,
You hear
not
this,
we.
Callen? Someone show this to Callen.
mean,
We know what your wife's up
And
to.
the pig says oink.
That's scary, huh?
And the cow says
Well,
moo,
Vultures
right?
2 came out.
We all
Kanye
know
finally
that.
released Vultures 2 that everybody was... Remember Vultures 1, right? Well, now
poor
Vultures 2
Kanye.
is out. Let's show that music video. Send me the new music video
This is
from
a man in
Kanye
full
today.
fall.
Text, great, it's here. Look at this. Wow, this show's almost going too smooth for me today. It's almost
He jinxed himself there, guys. If
working
you were
out.
there for the live show, the show's
he put
almost
this
going
video up. Wait till you see
too
this video.
smooth for me.
And we couldn't believe it. He did one of those. What do you
That
call
comment
a
will not
launch
age
like
well
that?
in about an
Launch
hour and a
like
half
that,
or 2 hours.
where it just was up, right, on streaming services. There was no announcement or anything. It was just up. How did this get to number 2 on the Billboard charts? Because we were all sitting there praying every week for, I think this is week 18, week 20 of Taylor Poems.
Yeah, like 15.
It's not 15. 15 was 3 weeks
I
ago
think
with Billy.
No, I think it's 15.
It's 15 now?
Maybe. Let me see.
Okay, you got to know this stuff.
I'm sorry.
Every week, we wait for those Billboard charts to come out. I think on Tuesday they come out.
I like
Is
what-
it Tuesday? And we're waiting and
Hold on a
waiting to
second.
see
14 right now.
if Taylor was able to successfully
great question, Augustino,
block.
and I'd
This
like
is
to
what the
answer
term is.
it
Block.
gracefully.
Is it
Yeah.
Tuesday? And we're waiting and waiting to see
14 right now.
if Taylor was able to.
So I do believe that Grace is guarded. Augustino Zinga. Everybody should subscribe to his channel. He's my new bestie. Serious question, Ashley Cummings. How did you resist the urge to publicly call out Whitney and her stand-up peers over the years? Others have done far worse for far less, but you haven't. Why and how? Excellent question. I should probably do a video about that. As some of you know, I did, in the process of trying to get back things that are not still returned, I was a bit loud and I did, quote unquote, call some things out. I've had all of that erased. Again, Grace is guarded. Let's see. That's a great question that I would like to think about more before I answer. Thank you so much for asking it. But mostly, I have respect for my sister's soul and for my nephew and for her life. And just because somebody does something not right to you, I don't think that doing the same thing back works energetically. I kind of know it doesn't. I actually tried, even though I knew that it wouldn't. So there are different ways to do things in life. There are ways to navigate this world, right? And obviously most people know that my sister's a really touchy subject for me. And out of respect for her and for me, I stay away from it. So that's the short answer.
Successfully block, this is what the term is, block another artist from getting on the
Grace
Billboard charts.
is
This is like a
guarded.
big new thing now. It's like, you know how we do fools
It's new
watching
for
of the
you.
show. There's this huge section of Twitter that basically does Red Bar, but with pop stars or musicians. So every week now it's like a battle of the fan groups.
I'm getting Mike into Stan Twitter.
Stan Twitter, of course. That's what it is. Oh, you know what I got myself into, guys, and I hope we have some listeners who are into this because this is kind of taking over my life. I'm all wrapped up in a new craze that's back again called Indie Sleaze. Yep. I'm all caught up in Indie Sleaze.
Have any of you guys
And I was
even
so
heard about
excited. I
Indie
opened up
Sleaze?
my iPhone the other week. I got
Is he talking
followed by
about
another
movies or
famous
music?
dictator from Twitter. You know what I like? Indie Sleaze trouble leftists from Twitter. You know these people? These left. What are you
You
laughing
mean
at?
like the dirtbag left?
Yeah, the dirtbag left on Twitter. You know these guys? They're like lefties, but they like do a lot of drugs and they like sexually assault people and they're friends with Dasha and they're voting for Trump. You know these lefties that are voting for Trump?
He got followed by Felix from Chapo.
Chapo. That's who follows me. I want to welcome him to our audience. Felix from Chapo. Welcome
You're
to
funny,
Red Bar.
wizard.
I love this. I love my New York. I knew it immediately. I saw it on Instagram.
Thank you, Augustino.
I said to Jules,
yeah,
I
guys,
go
by
into
the
my
way,
priority
my new
box.
nickname that I prefer
And I go to
from
my followers
AZ
here,
is
and all of a sudden it
Auntie
says,
Ashley.
Felix
You can call me
follows
Auntie
you.
Ash.
He's got a blue check, I think. I click on his name, I see 141K or something like that, and I see his face, and it's got that face. It's got the face of almost like Casey Musgrave's beta, or the beta from Honey Honey, but you
I
can
love
tell
that
this
King
guy,
vibe. Loving people
does
is what
coke,
lovely people
right?
do.
Exactly.
That
This
is a
guy does
beautiful
coke.
quote. I don't know if
And I
it's
go,
yours.
Jules,
I
do you
love
know
it.
this guy? And she goes, isn't that this guy from Twitter? I go, I fucking knew it. I knew that guy was from... I knew this had to be a Twitter leftist troublemaker, Red Scare type of guy.
Just by his face.
Just by his face. So Red Bar welcomes leftist trash Felix to the community. And I'm so excited to meet you. I can't wait till I come to New York to hang out with all
That
my
is
Dashes
so
and Adam
Indie
Friedlands. And
Sleaze.
Indie Sleaze is the summer of sleaze. We're starting the summer now. I love how summer's
summer
basically
of
over
sleaze.
for
We're
most
starting
people in
it
2
now.
weeks. Not here. We're just starting our summer basically right now. So
Yo.
many more months. Okay, that was that. Let's get back to Vultures 2. Let's show you this video. Wait till you see this video. Let's see if it sounds as bad.
I
We put
fully
this on
peed my
the
pants, huh?
Sonos Arc system yesterday. Wake up! Everybody
did
knows
sound
what
like
that
Kanye.
means, right?
Wake up! It sounded like Kanye. It's scary.
Yeah, we've got in
A
one of the
scary
rooms, there's
version
the
of
Sonos
Kanye.
Arc.
You guys have
there's
seen
the
his, like,
Sonos
titanium
Era
teeth?
300s in the
And
back.
how it's like causing an
There's the
infection.
Sonos
I don't even.
sub.
I can't even.
There's another
with that
Sonos
whole
sub
thing.
in my
It's like
car
his
if you'd like
lips
to
all
steal it.
infected. I mean, how do you brush your teeth? It's a whole thing with that.
we put this on.
titanium
This is the
teeth.
new Kanye video. And it's very similar to Matt Rife's new Crowdwork specials opening. You'll see why, maybe, or maybe you won't. Maybe you won't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Maybe you won't know what
But
the
let's
fuck
see
I'm
if the
talking
audio
about.
quality is as horrendous as it was. Now, this is Kanye West. This is the official video. This is real. This is
Let's see.
official.
So
It's
he's
not,
released this, like,
a re-upload.
in
Let's
the
see if it
last
sounds
month,
just as
I'm
bad as I
guessing, with
thought.
all the stuff going on. Okay.
They got to come up with a YouTube premium option for audio, by the way, for people uploading music videos. We shouldn't be this compressed, bro. Let's see if it sounds this bad. When they start singing, you're going to hear a lot of MP3 rasterization. Whoa! That was April from Steel Toe.
Pretty girl, all she ever do is take selfies. So she only fucking
hear
with
that?
a nigga cause I'm wealthy. Back when I was broke, I couldn't find no one to help me. Now it ain't a motherfucking thing.
People probably can't even tell because they're so used to hearing such crap. Yeah, it's got like I call this a digital lisp. It's similar if you listen
The
to the
video is
Donald Trump
interesting,
X
right?
Elon Spaces from the other day, where they both agreed that over 300 million people were watching live. If you listen to that, you probably heard the digital lisp on Donald Trump. This is where your audio is so bad that it creates a lispy sound on the S's. And that's what this entire song uploaded to YouTube sounds like here.
They can tell me, gang got the rhythm, make the ladies go
Kung
crazy.
Fu
Dollar got
Panda.
a stroke, make her wanna have
Kanye
my baby.
West
He got a baddie on the couch with him right now. Get that pussy good,
Costs like,
I'ma
I don't
put
know,
her on the
50 grand or
on
something.
side. When I see you, it's on side. When your man ain't
Listen how
loving you,
bad this
right.
song is, even when
Somebody
Kanye
else
It's gone bad.
comes
I
on.
guess
That's
he got
somebody
it like
else for real
3 months ago or
tonight. Tell you ain't coming home
something. Now he has like
tonight.
this
And you
bubble
won't
on
be
his
alone,
lip
no
because it gets
night.
This is like a
infected.
reverse
It's-
de-esser. They turn this thing
You guys
all the
know,
way up.
like
right
with
now,
hygiene,
you're
I
just hearing a
can't even play. And like,
right?
okay, so
Why
it's
is
like
this allowed? I'll
drilled-
tell you why it's allowed.
titanium
They're letting
is
black
drilled
people
into his
produce
teeth,
their own music
on
in
top of
their
his
own
teeth.
homes.
so I have many questions.
Kanye West. Now, people might be going, Mike,
use a
why is
tooth-
his music
a
so
toothbrush.
terrible now? Why is it all like this? Why can't he get away from this Ty Dolla $ign? This very
Yes, that's what
tall
I'm
man?
saying, Kung Fu Panda.
Well,
I'm pretty
we
sure
have some breaking
your
news
teeth are
thanks
just
to
rotting
Milo
and
Yiannopoulos.
accumulating
I gotta show you this video. This was heartbreaking
particles
to
of
hear.
food,
Milo.
bacteria.
Remember,
it's
he
like
used
in
to
a
work with. I
locked,
can't even
dark
believe this really
situation.
happened. I
And if you
can't
guys
believe
understand something about your teeth,
there's a
they're
timeline
connected to your brain.
where Milo Yiannopoulos
Like, there's
and
nerves
Nick
from your teeth
Fuentes,
go to your
who's
brain.
Why
They
is
don't
it
mess with
being
your
Jewish an
teeth.
insult to you, Nick?
They worked for Kanye West. They both worked for him and hung out with him and were in videos, walking to cars, holding laptops with Kanye. Why? I can't believe that happened. Well, what happened? Why did he get booted from the Kanye camp, Jules?
I think
your
Milo
opinion?
is saying that he himself left because of a number of reasons,
Yeah,
including this. One of them
including
was
this
the
one.
porn he didn't want to be a part of, and also
yeah,
this.
they
What's
all say
happening
they wanna
with
be involved in
Bianca,
porn. Yeah,
his wife?
Tell that to
Who wears
Lucian
a pillow
Wintrich.
for clothes. Poor thing. Like, I feel
Red
like
Bar
she's
listener
sweet. I feel like
Lucian
she's a
Wintrich,
sweet.
who I have the pleasure of snorting
just her
Adderall with,
aura,
in
her
a
energy,
public
something about her feels
restroom
very
in New York.
sweet.
That's Indie Sleaze, right?
Yeah.
But it's like her outfit.
How cool is that?
And
I
so
had the
intense.
opportunity
and
to
everyone
hang
says, like,
out with
he dresses her. But
a
then someone
gay
was like in a
Republican
comment recently, it's
Stop the Steal.
why do you guys
This
think
is a
Kanye's
best
dressing her? She's
friends of
dressing herself.
L.I.
Like, that's what she
Alexander
likes
from
to wear.
Stop the Steal, who's
I
right
don't
now
know.
in
I mean, she
Guantanamo
looks
Bay being raped in a
smoking
pyramid.
hot and everything.
The cough button. Wow, Jules
But,
used the
like,
cough
some
button.
things are like,
Sorry.
I'm with Lucian Wintrich at a
What's
Red Bar
that?
event, and we're snorting
pillow.
Adderall off the toilet there. Toilet top.
okay.
Toilet top. Okay. Well, because there are people out there that would do something like that on the seat.
I think it was the
There
sink.
are people out. I talk about. I got to bring this up almost every episode. There are people who, when they need to throw up, they decide to go to the public restroom and put their hands on where the two cheeks
Yes,
rest on the
Ambrose.
seat and put their
Ambrose
head
Jones. But
by the
titanium.
ball.
and it's literally
So that they can puke.
drilled
Well, maybe
like
you don't
into
even
his
need
teeth.
to puke. Maybe
as I
you're
understand
nauseous
it.
because you have your head in the toilet. Always puke in the sink. There's no bending over. There's no sitting on the bathroom floor. There's no putting your head next to where the diarrhea was formed. You stand up, puke in the sink. What do you think's going to happen? You've seen washing a plate off in the sink, right? You've seen putting the green beans and the mashed potato remnants down the sink, right? What do you think your puke is? Giant squares of plastic that refuse to go down drains? Puke in the fucking sink, twink. And that's what I said to Lucian Wintrich. Now, Milo had sex probably with Lucian. I don't fucking know. He's gay. Lucian Wintrich is gay. They're voting for Trump, or they're campaigning against him now with the Groypers, which I
Puke in the
put out
sink,
a threat to
twink.
Trump this week. I said, change your policy, do Project 2025, or I will send the Groypers out to every swing state, and I will make sure we vote for RFK Jr. Okay, let me show you this
Next up.
piece of news. Next up, wait till you hear this. This is from Milo Yiannopoulos. What should I do? Tweets or video or what?
I've got some of Milo's tweets about it. I got a news video. I got some pics of the parties involved. I got a little video. I got some texts. I got the whole story.
Yeah, so what should I do? Milo spills?
Yeah, you could just read the first tweet from Milo to get some background.
We love Milo here. Milo loves Red Bar, and Milo knows Red Bar. Did you know most people online know about Red Bar now? It's pretty exciting to me. And they all seem to like me. From every side of the world, from up, down, to Indian to Negro. They all seem to love and understand me more than anyone else, which is very nice. It's everything I've always dreamed of. Milo Yiannopoulos, a.k.a. at Nero.
Classic.
And it's like, guess what, guys? I don't know what that reference is. And I refuse to learn.
Can we still
And I
vote for
refuse to
him?
know about Greek culture. There is a reason Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, is no longer capable of successfully releasing music or clothing. In fact, there are several reasons. But the most
Anyone
serious
in
and the
the
most
chat would know the
recent
answer
is
to
his
that question
dentist,
before I would.
Thomas Connolly. Thread.
Does anyone know if
I know that.
it's still
I
possible
know
to
that.
vote
That's
for
an
RFK
icon.
Jr.?
That's a thread. That means there will be more. Now, where do I go down
I
here?
do know this.
Connolly
Group
got
of
Ye hooked on
5 to 6 people
nitrous.
that hold a poster up on
Laughing
the bridge near my
gas.
house.
So
I
he's
feel
saying
like he's
Kanye's
still got a
dentist,
chance.
who
They were
is
out there, like,
way
2 days
cooler than
ago.
Kanye's personal trainer.
It's possible
And remember,
they did
people
not
go,
get the
Mike,
memo.
why did they put Kanye in a mental institution? Well, you can't throw a 20-pound dumbbell at a trainer. That's what I think. I don't know if that's true, but in my mind, Kanye threw a dumbbell like this at the trainer, and the trainer went, what are you trying to kill me? And then it went medicine ball back and forth. It turned into a good workout, but Kanye just kept growing fatter and fatter in the thighs. So then he got liposuction.
I was going to
But
say,
look
I
at this.
think
Connolly,
if you
the
vote
dentist,
for Trump
got
at this point,
Kanye
you're voting
hooked
for
on
RFK and
nitrous,
vice versa, but
laughing gas.
Again, I'm literally
It is
the
my
last
belief
person to
that
ask about
Connolly
anything
sought to
involving
diminish
politics.
Ye's mental facilities so that Connolly...
Faculties.
Oh, faculties, okay. So that Connolly and his business associates could extract millions of dollars from him. I love this. And by the way, famous people get the most scammed out of anybody else. I mean, they're all getting scammed. Every famous person you ever met has at least 6 people running a con on them that they think is all fun and their friends and everything. Earlier this year, I uncovered the fraud and intervened.
The fraud.
Ye, hooked on nitrous, blew up our relationship on purpose by proposing something he knew
Right,
I'd have
you
to
can
resign
write in
over
whoever you
because I
want,
had told
but,
him so. The
there even a
resurrection of
point?
his longtime
Right?
idle fantasy of making
I don't know.
porn. Oh yeah, that's
Isn't
so bad.
voting
Oh
like-
yeah. Oh, porn is so gross. It is.
I'll keep my mouth shut about
Thomas
politics.
Connolly is a dangerous predator who targets African American celebrities, into whose mouth he puts fake diamonds, as I suspected he did to Lil Yachty. You know, you shouldn't even know who Lil Yachty is Milo. That's that's a different universe. He must be stopped. I
different
filed a complaint
universe.
with the California Dental Board last week to that end. Anything else from here?
There's his big long affidavit that he found that's miles long.
And he's doing all this with a smile and a smirk, and he's having fun. Here's an audio version that includes... Okay, we don't need any
There's a
more
pic
that.
of the dentist if you want.
Look at the dentist, by the way. So I think I recognize this guy. I think I saw him on Vitali's Kickstream. No, I didn't, though. I didn't. I'm just saying this looks like the preacher.
I saw him having gay sex at Skankfest.
Oh, this is Jason Ellis. Ian Ellis. Jason Ellis.
Yep.
This is Kanye's dentist.
And I
looking
linked
good.
his
Again.
Instagram as well, but since
Oh,
I linked
yeah,
it,
that's
he's
right. I guess
deleted
he's
all the pictures of
addicted to
him off the
nitrous now.
Instagram. He still has all his
What
clients.
if it was like-
Oh, really?
but for some
Okay.
Yo,
reason he
we'll do
deleted
this for you.
It's like,
So notice,
But
take
you
note,
have
because
to
we're
be
going to
on
have a little
nitrous.
talk about watches again today. I had to go
I don't know. I'm trying to
luxury
figure out a
watch
reason why
shopping this week,
anybody
so I'm
would
pretty
put
much an expert
titanium
now.
on their teeth.
Remember,
I can't.
Every
think of
person
a
you
reason.
hate
It's not cool.
has
It's not cool looking.
one of these stainless steel watches.
Who's Jason Ellis?
These subnormal watches, okay? Keep that in mind. Every bad guy you'll ever meet has got one of those big, heavy, oversized watches on their wrist. Do you have an oversized watch on your wrist too? Are these your idols? So here he is. They've got rings. Look at his ring. And this is Kanye's dentist. Let's
he's
go to
holding
that.
a little needle to stick in Kanye's neck.
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
he
one.
is
He's
holding a
gonna
little
go-
needle. He's holding a little needle. Yeah, you can see it's very thin. That's like that needle that pricked me on that payphone and that gas pump this
Happy
week.
birthday,
Is that a problem?
Marcus.
Speaking of gas
Have the
pump,
best
remind
birthday.
me to show you
I'll
Red
sing you
Barn
happy
Wild
birthday
after
on
this.
WhatsApp.
Great. I was pumping
Happy
gas the other day,
birthday. I
and I
love
go, "Ooh."
you.
And I looked, and there was a big needle sticking in my finger.
Oh,
I
Jason
didn't
Ellis
think
has
anything of it. I
diamond
just
teeth.
sucked on the needle and threw it away. Then I went to this payphone, and not only did I put the payphone all over my face like this first,
Right,
but then I
comfortable.
grabbed the handle, and another needle was sticking into my hand. I pulled it out,
Have
I
the
threw
best
it away,
birthday,
and then I went
Marcus.
down on the ground, and I put the needle, I swallowed the needle. So I don't know if that's bad or good, but this is what happens to me.
I don't
Let
know
me
if that's
show
bad
you
or
this
good.
TMZ video, right?
Yeah,
Can I do that?
sure.
Okay.
Kanye.
And I love TMZ. You know, I used to have a job working for TMZ. They fired me for being a pedo. So don't work for them anymore because of what I've done. All right, here they are. I love this guy. Who does he remind me of here?
Two fits on
Love
that.
this guy. All right, let's watch this and take it seriously because this is what happened to my brother, Kanye West, who we've lost. Okay, it's 4 minutes. Great. Here we go.
Kanye West has a problem, a very serious problem with addiction, according to And we should say the person who is saying this is the definition of disgruntled ex-employee, but his former chief of staff, Milo Yiannopoulos, says that Kanye is addicted to nitrous.
Simple.
And that he's
nitrous.
been using this nitrous gas,
Yo,
and that he's getting it
is that
from
even, like, a
different
thing, guys, being
places.
addicted
It's
to
not,
nitrous?
at least the way Milo is describing it, it's not unlike what we learned
About Michael
Jackson getting doctor shopping, essentially.
Yeah, and the only difference is, and I'm not saying it's right, Michael Jackson was getting propofol because he was an insomniac.
Right.
And this does not seem to be curing anything.
It's more about the
What
rush.
the fuck is that,
the
dude?
high that you get from using nitrous gas. But, you know, Milo and Kanye have had a long and controversial
See his teeth? Look at his
relationship.
teeth.
Milo
Kung Fu Panda, can you see his
recently
teeth?
quit his staff, but has had a lot of things to say about what happened while he was working with Kanye. Now, these are, again, his claims. We don't know that we haven't seen any proof that this is actually happening, but he is making this claim, and
This kind of aligns with an interview that
That's an
Kanye
old
did
pic.
with Candace Owens
That
back
has
in
teeth.
2022. Because if the issue is addiction, she was talking about Kanye's propensity for Hennessy and how Hennessy somehow made him anti-Semitic or
Can I
brought
have the
the
nitrous today?
anti-Semitism out, and that there was some connection. This
Look at
sounds
Mike with the
bizarre,
balloon.
but welcome to Kanye West's world. This is what happened.
I definitely was drinking when I put up the DEF CON treat. I definitely, I had, who's I want to say alcohol I had inside me, but I don't know, Hennessy.
What the heck?
I don't. As
Can I have the
usual, it's
nitrous
hard
today?
Shut the fuck up! I'm high. I'm on N. Show me that tweet. What's this tweet though? With this is
Go
all from?
to the texts.
The text. Look at this. This is our
What
favorite.
does
This
it
is what
do,
inspired
Chris?
the bit.
I know people huff
You
stuff.
gotta see. Ooh, I feel.
I literally
But, like,
you weren't
I
supposed
feel
As a sustainable
digital.
addiction, does that even work? Don't you just
Am
like
I
kill all
moving
your
at a
brain
digital
cells
pace?
if you do that for like a month?
Whoa.
I feel digital.
And also, like, I've gotten the most amount of
Look
laughing
at this
gas you
text.
can get
Proof.
at the dentist.
Thomas Connolly agrees to
and it's
deliver
like,
recreational nitrous oxide.
I can never imagine being
He's
like,
heavily
oh, I want to
addicted
go home and do
patient.
more than
Yay.
more of that. You know what I mean?
And here's the
It's
text.
like,
Look at this.
I fell
So this
asleep
is
in
two
the
people
dentist
on the
chair,
text
which is
thread.
helpful.
This is Dr.
to-
Thomas
That's
Connolly.
the doctor, yes.
This needs
through
to be
the
a
dentist
long-term
appointment.
goal. Get recreational nitrous legalized. Meanwhile, we master the delivery system with the
just
two-year head
realized something,
start.
guys.
Is this Milo?
Yeah.
Surely you are joking. Prolonged misuse of nitrous causes birth defects, problems with B12. Oh dear. Boy,
I
I
had a
wouldn't want to
fan
have
on this whole
a
time.
1 minute problem with B12.
But that's
Oh! You know, there's this other drug that I was on that caused problems with D12. Now that's a bad drug. That's how Proof got killed. Your spinal cord disintegrates. Why would anyone want to introduce another drug to an already depressed, addicted, demoralized, and apathetic population of dopamine slaves? I don't think you get dopamine from this shit. You get digital. Then Kanye joins
get
the group
digital.
chat and says this. Can I have the nitrous today? Here cuts to the close-up.
Can I have?
Can
the
I
nice-
have the nitrous today? But Kanye, the spinal cord and the B12. Can I have the nitrous today? Can I have? Oh, can you light nitrous?
Man, that's the hardest. No, don't. Careful.
Can I have the nitrous today?
Don't
One
do it,
lucky
don't do
listener
it.
will get this in the mail. Okay?
That's the hardest I've
One
laughed at a
lucky
Kanye
listener will
thing
get
in
this.
Oh my
months, I
gosh.
gotta say.
And look at this close-up. Did anyone notice this?
Weed about it.
These are for sale. Yeezy.com. Okay, get me out. Get me out.
Get me
Thank
out,
you
get
guys
me
so
out.
much. Thank
All right,
you
guys, that's a good
again.
place to pause.
Thank you so much. Very funny.
That was
huh?
kind of fun. It was like
Love it.
mostly listening
okay,
to
get me-
music.
I gotta say.
And look at this close up.
So, yeah, that was fun. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Don't forget to sign up for Zoom yoga with me, and then www.redbarradio.net, and you can support me on Patreon, patreon.com/Ashley Cummings. Let me just catch up on any comments before we go. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Yeah, you guys should look in. If you don't know about his teeth, it's crazy. I've never heard of anything like it. Hey, son of Overbrook. I didn't see you before. What's up, Maddie? All right, guys. Have an awesome weekend. And I'll see you soon. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye. Which is going to be like 5 minutes from now. Bye. I'm really saying bye now.